Hey, how are you today? Today's question is how do I learn to stay in this body? And I think firstly, we have to look at what does that even mean, be in this body? Dissociation is an out of body experience, right? It is a separation of our astral body from our physical body. When we talk about astral projection, we're projecting that astral body forward or back to another space or another time, right? That's the astral body, an out of body experience, right? Disassociation is a space where that ability becomes a reaction versus an action, right? When we can choose to project our awareness somewhere, our astral body somewhere, right? That's a powerful thing when it's happening or when we're doing it from a reaction to something uncomfortable, right? Then we feel like it's happening to us and we're not in control of it, right? Well, it's not happening to you. You're doing it. It's just you're doing it unconsciously versus consciously. And is it a superpower? Yes, to create with a thought an out of body experience, right? In the world out there, that usually requires near death or a horrible car accident or, a operation, right? As a child, right, we were bumping up against things that we had nowhere in our psyche, in our brain, in our programming, in our physicalness to analyze and understand, right? So we got out, right? And it became a norm for us to be out, right? Which over time, as a grown up, we have to understand that if you're not in here, you're not really feeling much, right? And if you are, it's kind of secondhand, so it's watered down, right? Hence the need to cut or cause pain or starve ourselves just in the hopes that we could feel something, right? When we're dissociated, when we're out of our body, our life force, our astral body is watching our body try to live or exist, right? We feel empty. We feel separate. We feel alone. We feel like we can't breathe, right? Like we're underwater. These are all signs that we're separate because we truly are, right? Now the hugest shift, or one of the hugest shifts that came for me, was there was a point in time where I had this psychiatrist, one of the few that I actually really felt like I jived with, looked at me and he said, Cherie, I don't know how to help you any further. What I can say is you're not in there, right? And I'm like, what do you mean I'm not in there? And he said, you're not in there. And I don't know how to help you get in there. And I'm like, well, if I'm not in here, where am I? And he was like, I don't know, right? That started my journey. So I got very interested in astral travel and what that was when I was studying with Mr. Chopra. He was like trying to teach me that. And it seemed from my analytic mind something really hard to do, right? Until the day I did it very naturally out of the blue, right? And I was conscious enough to know that was the action that happened, right? But I, I wasn't coming back. I wasn't coming back in here. I came back to the room, but not here, right? So I'm sitting in this astral travel class, and the woman brings us home. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? I'm actually feel full. I always felt hollow. I'm like, I actually felt full I felt like I was looking out of my eyes. Everything looked very crisp and very bright. And there was a balance in me that I didn't even know existed, right? So that is an exercise, folks. Like, it's not a one-time gig, because you're in and out, in and out, in and out, because that is how you've survived up to this point. It becomes a level of consciousness, of acknowledging when you're coming in and out, and being aware enough to bring yourself back. Now, the gig is with astral travel, like, they usually teach for you to do that with a partner, because it's easy to get lost out in the ethers, right? So that they can bring you back. Make sure you're back here in your body, right? So I'd like to share this with you, right? I'd like for you to just get in a comfortable spot. It's only going to take, a couple minutes. I'd like for you to get in a comfortable spot and just close your eyes, right? And I'd like for you to bring your awareness to your perspective of the room. Can you see yourself sitting in it, right? Can you see, are you seeing yourself from the back, or from the front, or from the top, right? Just make these little mental notes, right? Now you're going to bring your awareness to the ceiling above the top of your head, right? And I'd like for you to drop down through the crown of your head and rest in your corpus callosum. Corpus callosum is the control room of your brain. And I want you, just like that little bubble in the level, I want you to find balance in there. Perfect. I'd like for you to take that energy that resides behind your eyes, and I want you to pull that back into the corpus callosum as well. And I want you to watch that circuit connect between your left, right brain, third eye, and the corpus callosum. Good. Now we're going to drop down into your chest. We're going to fill up your chest. And we're going to watch all those brain cells in your heart light up as the corpus callosum connects down. We're going to fill up your arms and your fingers. Now we're going to drop down and we're going to fill up your belly. And we're going to watch all those brain cells in your gut light up as that circuit connects down. And we're going to fill up your thighs and your calves all the way to the bottoms of your feet. And I'd like for you to bring your awareness to the big toe of your right foot. And I'd like for you to try to find your pulse there. If not, again, this is an exercise. Bring your energy on down into those toes. If you're experiencing tingling, that counts, especially for the first time, right? Now we're going to bring our awareness over to the big toe of your left foot, and we're going to locate your pulse there. Your feet feel even. Your brain feels even. Right? Welcome home. You can open your eyes when you feel comfortable. All right, you guys enjoy that. Enjoy that presence. That's being completely present in this moment as you are today, right? And tomorrow we're going to talk about the wisdom circuit. Now, I'm going to have a link to a 30-minute freedom call that in the description there, and I would love for you to hop on and let's have a conversation. Let's see how we can activate you and you in your life and your purpose. Right? That's my passion. Have a great day.